Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today I just want to talk a little bit about a fun little project that I worked on that hopefully will show you how easy it is to just do some cool stuff and do your own customizing and that kind of thing. And that's of course this Mcfarlane DC Multiverse Cyborg Superman here. This thing is just a customizer's dream, and what I mean by that is it's just really fun to paint and customize. It has an absolutely amazing sculpt. The paintwork on this thing was not very good, and you guys know I have not been a big fan in the last couple of years of McFarlane's DC Multiverse line. I like McFarlane as a company. Love their Warhammer line. Absolutely fantastic line. One of my favorite action figure lines that's out right now. But I think they've really been missing the boat on a lot of their DC Multiverse stuff, and have for quite a while. But this figure, despite my issues with McFarlane, despite the fact that the paintwork on this guy was not the best, this dude is a very wonderfully, beautifully sculpted figure, which makes it absolutely great to customize and to kind of put your own spin on. And that's what I did here. I wanted to show you guys this. So this is just the standard version of the Cyborg Superman. So this isn't the gold label or anything like that. So again, on this figure, normally his entire chest is silver. Trying to think what other things might pop out. His legs are just all blue. They're just solid blue. The legs, the crotch piece there, with the exception of the red right there on the Superman logo right there. The whole lower half is all blue. I think there are some red highlights on a couple of edges down here on the legs, but in general, entire lower half is all blue. Torso is silver, and that's pretty much it. So what I did with this guy is obviously I went back and I just touched up a lot of stuff and just kind of made it my own. And like I said, the sculpt on this thing is so great because with all the panels and everything, it makes it really easy to just kind of play around with it and kind of do your own thing and kind of come up with a design that works for you. And that's what I did with this. So first off, I did start with a different shade of blue. I did not like the almost turquoise blue that this guy came in. So I went with a darker blue. I don't even remember what shade it was. One of my many Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color paints that I work with. And I went with a darker, kind of more royal blue that I liked a little bit better. Very reminiscent of, you know, Superman back in the 90s. And I went ahead and I redid all the blue parts on that, all the paneling and stuff like that, and then also redid the chest because I wanted it to kind of have that half, you know, suit, half cyborg look to it. Also went around and did the back as well. You can see that there. And I just redid everything that was blue and some of the parts that were silver on there as well, including part of that that shoulder joint there, to just kind of make it pop a little bit better. Also went back and redid all the silver on there. The silver they used just really wasn't bright enough. It was kind of a darker, dingier silver, and I wanted a brighter silver color on this thing. So then I went back and I worked into all the details, all the crevices between all the panels, including some there on the abs and in the arms, and just kind of reworked that silver into a nice brighter silver. Same thing on the neck and the jaw. And then came back, and then of course after I did that, had to touch up the blue again a little bit, and then redid the red on the boots and just kind of did these panels on the boots to give it that kind of pseudo, you know, Superman wears red boots thing, and kind of do that. Did a little bit on the shorts there, gave him kind of a red belt with some yellow accents there. Had to redo the logo there on the chest because the logo that comes on this guy also, again, very dark and dingy, almost intentionally so to make it look like it's dirty. And I didn't want that. I want a nice bright red and yellow S there on the front. So I redid that one as well. And then I put some just slight blue highlights there in the hair. And that's pretty much it. And I got to tell you, I'm thinking about picking up another one of these guys just to kind of do him in maybe a different pattern or different color scheme or something, because this guy was a lot of fun to paint. The lines, the edges, everything is there to kind of play around with. You don't have to come up with your own designs or patterns because the sculpt is all there with the plates and the lines and everything to kind of do your own thing. You just need to come up with the color scheme. And I really had a lot of fun with this guy. I think it is a pretty damn good figure. You know, even with my issues with Mcfarlane right now, and it's not perfect, like I said, it does have some of the standard Mcfarlane issues that I'm not a big fan about, but I'm not going to talk about in this because this is all about how fun this was to do. And that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about having fun with your collection. This was me having a lot of fun with my collection and just doing something cool and different. And like I said, you can pick any color scheme here. You want to go with kind of a Red Lantern look for this guy or whatever, bust out the red and the black and do that up with this guy with the panels and everything. You know, you can pretty much do whatever you want with this guy. And with the sculpt that they've given you from Mcfarlane, you can have so much fun. And on top of all of that, I mean, just looking at this guy from what he looked like before and what he looks like now, he looks so much better now than what he did when I pulled him out of the box. Like I said, I didn't like the kind of almost turquoise blue that they went with. I didn't like any of the paint work that they had gone with on this guy. I just felt like it wasn't enough for a character like this where they've given you the sculpt that they've given you with this guy. There was so much more you could do, and that's what I wanted to do with him, and I think I was able to pull it off, and I'm very happy with how he came out. So I'm probably going to be picking up another one of these, do up in some completely different color scheme just because it was fun to work on. And, you know, this is what I talk about when I say have fun with your collection at the end of my videos, because this is what it's about. You don't always have to get the latest and greatest thing with the FOMO and the everything else. Sometimes just picking up a figure you might already have and having fun with it and throwing some paint on it or whatever, or swapping some arms or a head can give you just as much joy, maybe even more joy, than going out and buying a brand new figure. And that's certainly what I had going on with this. I had a lot of fun, and I think you can too. So I know this guy's kind of hard to pick up nowadays. he's a little hard to get, but he is out there. I picked this one up at GameStop, and they had him online, so maybe that's a good place to start. I don't know, but that is it, guys. I just wanted to show you what I had fun with this week playing with my collection, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, guys, I appreciate you watching, and always remember to enjoy your collection.